Hey guys, so I'm back from India and I am surprisingly doing a walkthrough. I didn't think I was going to be able to do a little flip through of my new book before the end of, or before next year. I told you guys I wouldn't have one, but I happened to have a little downtime while I was in India, surprisingly, and here we go. So here's the book. So this one is Color by Number Amazing Mandalas. Some of you guys were a little confused, so I do have another book out already called Amazing Mandalas. I just couldn't figure out a different name or like another name. So I decided to name this one Amazing Mandalas as well. But they are completely different books. They're different artworks. So this is all brand new artwork. And this one is Color by Number, and it also is larger than my other books. So this one is 40 pages each. So you have 40 numbered pages and then 40 non-numbered pages of the same artwork. So you get 80 pages total. So anyways, this is my new book. This is the cover. I ended up changing the letters to purple instead of orange. So if you're wondering why that's a little different, that's just what happened. I ended up ordering it right away, and then I ended up changing it. So let's begin with the flip through. So this is a pretty hefty book. There are 80 pages, so we'll be flipping through it kind of fast so that we can get through it all. Again, this is my About the Artist page, and then I always have an inside cover page. And like I said, it is a color by number book, so you will be getting a color chart by me, but then you will also get a make your own color chart. So if you want to write down specific colors maybe that you use, I don't know, if you can use it however you want. But I also have on the back of every page a list of colors as well, so you can follow along. And I tried to be inspired by my trip. So during my time there, I had some henna put on me, and of course, everybody else also participated in that. So I was pretty inspired by like the different designs in the henna, and then as well as like the outfits. Like they always have very intricate like beading and designs, and I don't know, I was immersed in that. So I kind of tried to like make some of my mandalas a little inspired by it. People have been asking if I will be doing something that's India inspired from my trip. I would say this is inspired by it, but I also will try to incorporate it in my future books as well. So in all of my color by number books, the numbers are light gray. So it's pretty easy to see, but then also it like blends in when you are coloring it. So you can kind of feel like it's a little hidden once you've colored it. They also are not too small. I really try to make them not too small to read. I recommend getting a little magnifying glass if you really need assistance with seeing the numbers, but I really try to make sure that it's not too small. I also don't use every single, like all 19 colors that I have available every single time. So some mandalas might not have as much as, like you might not use as many colors on some mandalas and others. But it's a surprise every time that you color it, because you won't know until it's done what the colors are going to be. I think people like to do the mandalas because they're relaxing. It's just a lot of shapes to color, and you can kind of just relax. Especially with the color by number, you don't have to even think about what colors you're going to use. So I would say this book is really relaxing, possibly to use like, I know it's winter time right now, so you could use it as like a nice quiet inside activity because it's really cold out. I also make sure that they're really easy to color, so I try to make the line art on the thicker side. It's like not too thick, but I would say it's not too thin to color with markers. That's kind of my goal. I want to make sure that I like coloring with markers, so I want to make sure my books are good with coloring with markers. You can color them with colored pencil too, but I know markers are just a little bit harder when it comes to the line art. You want to make sure it's like on the thicker side. I also didn't do the outside border. I'm not really doing that with my mandalas anymore. I just feel like it's better just to have the mandala on the bigger side and just, you know, in the middle of the page. I have seen people color like outline the outside of the mandala, which looks nice, but I wouldn't say you have to color the backgrounds on these. I mean, of course you can if you want to, but it is up to you. While I was doing these mandalas, I had a lot of new family members coming by and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And so a lot of the people, or now my new family members in India, they have seen this book already before it came out. I'm going to be bringing, next time I'm going to be trying to bring some books for them to color, because for some reason Amazon doesn't offer it in India. I don't know why, but they don't do the, I do KDP, so they don't do that in India. I don't know why. Sad. But I will be bringing goodies next time. I try to make sure that all these mandalas are different too. You know, like different shapes, and some of them are easier, more basic, and then some of them have like more details, but of course nothing too small. All right, so I also have this like little insert here. It just says same designs without the numbers. So if you want to go ahead and try your own color palettes, you can. Or if you really don't like the numbers getting in the way, you can always use the image in the front as like a reference, and then you can color it without the numbers. It's kind of however you want to use the book. I've heard great feedback from doing both, like having the numbers and non-numbers in my books, so I'm going to keep it that way. It definitely makes the book longer, so you have like double the pages. Like I said, this one is 40 pages with the numbers and then 40 pages without the numbers. So I'm gonna kind of speed up with my flipping because you guys have basically already seen these images. This is just it without the numbers. My trip was amazing. I recommend going to India, especially if you have an opportunity to go to like any of their events. They like go all out. The events were beautiful. And if you follow me on Instagram, I've been trying to, I haven't posted a whole lot, but I've been trying to post some images from the wedding. I will be posting more soon. I just got a personal Instagram account, so I'll be posting like more photos on that. But yeah, definitely lots of photos. We had an amazing photographer and lots of events. So I don't know if you guys know, but in India, wedding incorporates more than one day. So we had like 4 separate days of events. I was exhausted, but it was a lot of fun. Lots of family, new family now. I am an aunt to lots of kids. And we had at the end, the last event, we had almost 1,000 people show up. So if you can imagine, it was crazy. I never thought I would have that big of a wedding, but we did. and to also put things in perspective, just my parents came, so it's just my parents and me, and the rest were from the groom's side, so lots of family. But it was a lot of fun. They make you feel like you're like famous or something there. So that was fun, kind of having your famous moment. But it is nice to be home. I am going to be actually going to Florida tomorrow morning, so I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to be able to post this video, but I am going to try as soon as I can. My sister's getting married tomorrow, so I'm going to her wedding in Florida. So yes, very busy. I've only been home for 2 weeks from India. Okay, so this is a bonus page. I always include a bonus page in the backs of my books. This is from Color by Number Floral Mandalas. Here I didn't incorporate the numbers, but that book does have the numbers, and then again with the pages with the non-numbers, same thing. I really like that book. I think it's fun. There's a lot of different flowers you can color, especially if you like the Color by Number mandalas like this book, then you would like that one too. So I also always go over this in the back of my books. So I have a QR code that you guys can scan for more books. You can see my Etsy shops, my social links, just everything to get in contact with me. You have that QR code. And then we also have a Facebook group where you can put your colored pages, and then you also get updates on any of my new releases. So I recommend definitely going, I mean, even if you don't use Facebook very often, I recommend being in that group because you get all of the latest updates. Like I try to update that particular group first, or at least very close to being first. So if you want the quickest updates, definitely go on our Facebook group. I also update my Instagram pretty quickly. And then I do have a TikTok. I post on and off on there, but I do like colored pages for my books. Of course, I have my YouTube, which is mostly just flip throughs right now. And then I do try to feature you guys in my stories. So if you guys tag me in your colored pages, I'll put you in my story. And then I try to release a new book every month. So unless anything is happening, I will definitely be trying to do that as much as I can. This will definitely be the only book for December, I promise. And then in January, I will start back up with books. I'm not exactly sure how soon in January another book will come out, but sometime in January, a book will come out. I also have travel size books available in some of my books, and they're really cute. They're like a lot smaller. They're like 6 inches by 9 inches. They're good for travel. And then I also actually on Etsy, if you scan the QR code, I have digital downloads of all of my books. So you can definitely check that out too. And this is the back of the book. I colored these images from inside, and they are to what the color by number chart says. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I will try to make a new book as soon as possible next year. I hope you guys have a great rest of your holiday season. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Bye.